Thank you very much, Edmund. I appreciate the privilege to be here. This is a great opportunity for me. I always love any opportunity to share, and especially when I speak to my brothers and sisters in the business world because we understand each other. The marketplace pays for services, the market pays for services, and what we take home usually is going to be uh, uh, commensurate, it's going to be proportional, sorry, to what we are bringing. All right. So thank you so much for this invitation. Thank you for the kind introduction. Now, I always like to say this when I speak. If we had been in a physical meeting, like Edmund pointed out, I would have been standing on stage and everyone would have been in the audience. Now, I am not here because I am special in any way. I am an ordinary woman living and working in Nairobi, raising my children and trying to do a business. Now, how did I get here? Like all of you would be, because you're in this meeting, you're entrepreneurs, you're trying to make a business. Now, over the last about 15 years, I have been in the business of training. I am a speaker and trainer. And so how I make my profit, how I fend for my family is by getting people in rooms, in boardrooms, in training rooms, in hotel rooms, and having a training. So COVID comes around and I am unable to make a penny. I'm unable to have any revenue at all. And therefore, by March, the March came around and went, and there was zero revenue. I remember having a conversation with someone and telling them, the only person who can understand me completely is an hotelier, because hotels were closed. You know, other people were saying their businesses have slowed down. There was a big difference between a slowdown and what happened to me, because my revenue was zero. I happened to be the sole breadwinner in my family. And March comes along, April comes along, May comes along, and I have made absolutely zero. I became familiar with the. There's an author, I'm sure you're familiar with, Rich Dad books, and Rich Dad says that most people are 3 months removed from a financial catastrophe. I proved that to be true, because by the end of May, I got evicted from my home. I got evicted on 3 days' notice. That I am sitting here and talking to you is an absolute miracle. Now, I don't have enough time to go into the different steps and the miracles that allowed me to survive, but I want to share three steps that I took and how I was able to get out of that situation. I'm being very, very practical. I want to be real, because as Christians, sometimes we are accused of not being real, about not addressing real issues. You know, we are, it's all easy for us to go and say, let's trust the Lord, let's do this. But at the end of the day, faith cannot be served on a plate. My children like food. I don't know about yours. I have to present a meal at the end of the day. Now, the first thing that I did is I accepted my situation. This was my situation. My business had gone bust. Now, it's easy to say that the situation is understandable, but ask yourself, is there someone else in your line of work? Is there someone else in your business who is thriving? The answer is yes, without me knowing your line of work. Therefore, what I had and what you probably have if your business is struggling is a knowledge gap. There is something these people know, the knowing of which is allowing their business to thrive while your business is suffering. I want us to be practical. I want us to look at our businesses. And I love what has been presented. We've been given practical tools here. If you need financial knowledge, you want to study finances, because faith is not going to be served on a plate. So I had to accept my situation. And when I say that I accepted my situation, there's a song I like that says, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. You know, when you fall to the bottom, you become very teachable. When you fall to the bottom, you lose all the little know-it-all that you might have. I am a brilliant, hardworking person. I was in this situation. I could not be in denial. Another thing I had to do was I had to lose the blame game. There's whenever you're looking for someone to blame, you will find them. It's the economy, it's COVID, it's your mother, it's your situation, it's the school you went to. There is always someone you can blame. But let's say you find somebody to blame for your situation. How does that help the situation? Don't burn any energy with blame. Don't burn any, so accept where you find yourself. That is the first thing that I had to do. I have fallen all the way down. It is my doing. And it is me who is going to do that thing that is going to rescue me. The next thing I did was I asked for help. Remember, I said, If your business is struggling, if you're going to be real with one another, then we will accept that what you have is a knowledge gap. There is something you do not know about business, because what we are going through is a financial crisis. The world goes through a financial crisis every about 10 years. The last time there was the economic meltdown, now it is COVID. We don't know what it will be 10 years from today. I'm hoping that 10 years from today, I will not be caught as flat-footed as I was this time. So I asked for help. I found somebody with a better knowledge base than I, and I discovered that knowledge is always near. Help is always near, but help will cost. Help will cost. So I needed to, and it doesn't just cost in money, it costs in time, it's cost in effort. So find somebody who knows, and we have great resources here on this panel today. I've had a lot of wisdom here. Be humble enough to ask for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. The third thing that I did is I took massive action. A lot of times we seek out mentors, and I'm sure a lot of people here have had this experience. We seek out mentors, we go for trainings, and then we pile up the books and everything and put them away. I took massive action on what I was told to do. I completely radicalized my life. I shredded my business completely, and I started afresh. I allowed myself to live the dream that I had wanted. I've always wanted to go into personal development, but I had run into the business, which I thought would be a quick fix. I don't have a lot of time to give you all the details of what has happened. So I ended up partnering with an international company, and we are now offering a training called the Wealth Messenger Program. The Wealth Messenger Program takes what you know and allows you to package that into a business. The beauty of what we are doing nowadays is we are able to reach people around the world. A lot of times we are looking at what COVID has done to crash our businesses without realizing that COVID has done so well to open us up. You and I would not have been meeting virtually. If this was last year and the church had said we are having this meeting online, we would have had 5 participants. Look at all of us. We have changed our attitude. We are now willing. We are now able. So the borders have changed. I now have a training where I have participants in the US, participants in Kuala Lumpur, participants in Nairobi, in Lodwar, in Mombasa, all of us in a virtual room to have this all this available help, because I was willing to ask for help, because I was willing to change. I want us to be practical. I want us to ask, realize one thing, the one take home I want to leave with you. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is information. There is something you don't know. So you want to seek information and knowledge. Edmund pointed out that I am an author, and I am the author of the book Play to Win. I want to share this here on the screen. I'm sure you're able to see that. Because of attending this program, I want this to be my giveaway. I want to share with everybody a copy of my book Play to Win, absolutely free at no fee at all. I'm offering this book to everyone in this meeting. If you just put your email address in the chat, you will receive a free download of my ebook, Play to Win, just as my give back to the kingdom. This is a very, very good initiative by the church. I am glad that we are all working together to build the kingdom. Thank you very much.